6 million zombies are currently waiting outside the Fortress of the Living. A massive medieval army has gathered at these walls to defend against the 6 million zombies of the living dead. The humans have brand new spearmen, they have cavalry, they have halberds, they have crossbows, they have bows and arrows, catapults, and every other medieval weapon you could possibly want to defend the massive fortress walls. However, the living dead has monsters that are so powerful that it could take 1,000 catapult shots to kill them. Let's see those monsters in action in this Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 Fortress Walls Defense. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below. Now let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, so we're gonna go ahead and press start right now, and we do have a cavalry charge for the very beginning in this medieval warfare here. So we have 725,000 living humans on the other side of this wall. Some of them are on guard mode, some are on hold move mode, and some are in attack mode. So there will be a wide variety of combat during this battle, and to start, we have cavalry charging head first into the zombies. But the zombies have also got themselves siren heads on the battlefield, and some SCPs somewhere around here, and Frankenstein monsters. So they've got quite a number of different monsters coming forward, and there's multiple entrance points with which the humans must defend. Over here we have heavy knights defending. On the main entrance area over this way, we have a very wide variety of units. We've got heavy knights over here. We've got spearmen at arms over this way somewhere. Where are those guys? Ah, here we go. Oh no, these are the swordsmen, actually, men at arms over this way. And then there's spearmen, halberdsmen, and stuff like that. And then in the very, very back, we do have a line of 2,000 catapults ready to fire away as well. So there's a lot going on for the army of the living here. And they better do pretty good, because the army of the dead is extraordinarily powerful. Now, I don't expect pretty much any of these horses to live. The cavalry is probably going to go down pretty quick, but it's up to the infantrymen, archers, and catapults to survive this battle. Now, these early infantrymen over here, I also don't really expect to do all that great. As you can see, they are getting some kills. They're doing pretty decently. I believe they have like 500 health. Yeah, these guys have 500 health. The zombies have 250, so we should be seeing like 2 kills for every Englishman over this way. But once they get to the gates, or the blasted through holes of the wall, is where we should see the real kills coming in, because that's when the archers and crossbowmen are going to be able to fire at the enemy, and the catapults will open up. And so hopefully these choke points end up being held. But for now, these, vanguard units out here are really just there to sort of slow down the enemy a little bit, get a few preliminary kills, but then it's the boys beyond the walls that we really want to see fighting. This is actually a part of the brand new update for Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, and this map is a remake of an older Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 1 map that we've played a lot in the past on the channel. You guys might remember it. It's just a massive fortress wall map, but it's a really, really fun map. So I'm super stoked that they went ahead and built a 2.0 version of this. I think it's fantastic, and I'm excited to do some more battles on it. We've also got these cool little gates here. I think this is supposed to be like a siege engine that was built or carried up to the gate or something along those lines. Oh wait, actually, are the humans defending the wrong side of the gate? No, but there are watchtowers on this side of the gate, and more steps on this side of the gate, and also the village is on this side of the gate. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there is a wrong side to defend here. It's just odd that these siege engines were able to get up here when they look like they're not portable or anything along those lines. So I'm not entirely sure, but there can be fighting on the walls themselves, which is pretty cool too. Over here we've got some heavy knights fighting some Frankenstein's monsters over this way, which is pretty nice, pretty bowler. Actually, these heavy knights over here are pretty much all alone, so this is going to be a tough fight for them. They don't have the archer backup nor the catapult backup over this way, so this is going to be one of the weaker points for the human army, despite them having, you know, some of the heavier units for the human army as well over there. This gate here still not getting attacked because the cavalry is still out here mixing it up with some of these zombies out this way, and the cavalry is kind of getting extinguished here. There's not a ton of them left, but once they're down, then those guys will be charging over here. Here's some archers firing away, which is good to see. Get some early shots in there before those zombies start coming for you guys. I'm really excited about this. This is the main gate right here, and it leads into the inner walls of the fortress over this way, and so it'll be very, very cool to see this attacked and these guys defending with all the archers back here, as well as some catapults that should be, yeah, right over here beyond the wall. Here are some of the footmen. They're on guard mode, so they're going to be able to maneuver around and fill gaps in, you know, struggling areas of the battlefield. So I think that'll be really, really cool as well to see. Let's see how it's going over here. All right, so these spearmen at arms are holding their shield wall, and they're probably getting a decent number of kills, but the real killing hasn't started yet. At the moment, we have about 100,000 dead zombies, and we have about 67,000 dead medieval units. So right now, the zombies are actually doing great. I mean, this is like no contest at the moment. However, once those archers and those choke points start to really get enacted here, then we're going to be starting to see some real losses for the zombies. So why don't we go ahead, time-lapse as they move towards the inner area of the wall here, and we'll eventually get to see the archers finally firing away. So let's go ahead and run this time-lapse, baby. Alright boys, so things are still not looking spectacular for the knights, I must say. The zombies have just arrived though at the gates here. You can see the arrows are weakening them considerably, which is fantastic. So hopefully that arrow fire being super concentrated on that entrance really, really helps out. That would be great, and we really need those catapults firing over here. But we got footmen actually flooding in over this way to this gate too. A little bit less arrow fire over here. Some added arrow fire munitions could be quite grand, but again, the catapults haven't really started to fire in there yet. So once that starts happening, I think we'll be much better. What is this? Oh shoot, they're on top of the walls here. I was like, why are these guys firing over that way? Well, I guess because they're on top of the walls. Interesting. I don't think they can get down from there though, but they are entering in this way, and this little crevicey area has a plethora of zombies pushing their way through over here, and in quite deadly fashion, in fact. So that's a little bit more lethal. We need these catapults firing, man, but they're just not doing it yet. Oh, over here they are. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Over here they are, and it seems like they are managing to clear out a lot of the enemies over this way with that catapult fire, which is good. And, of course, the trickle in of all of these monsters coming through here is good for us as well. It looks like, yeah, there's quite a number of heavy knights over there. This heavy knight block over this way has almost completely been breached, actually. The heavy knights are failing on many different areas, which is not good. So these footmen are, it looks like they're coming out in squads to go and try and, you know, help resist over here a little bit more. But pretty soon, this flank is going to be compromised, and they'll be coming in over this way quite harshly. They're already up on the walls over there, too. Yikes. I mean, this is not fabulous. Not fabulous in the slightest. I'm really, really hoping the defenders pick it up pretty soon here, because right now it is getting fairly deadly for them. Let's go ahead and watch as the zombies sort of plunge their way in through this death valley right here. We can see all the arrows going in, and we can see the guys defending and stuff like that. So hopefully this area holds a little bit longer here. Well, guys, it seems like the choke points that I thought were gonna be so unbelievably powerful are not even close to being powerful enough to stop these armies from coming in. I mean, we still have a ton of defenders to go through. That's very good. And this choke point over here is actually holding out pretty nicely. But the stuff over this way certainly is not working too good. There has been 1,000,000 losses for the attackers. I think most of those 1,000,000 are coming from catapult shots, which are kind of explosions, so they might not necessarily be getting counted. Oh my god, look at this siren head over here. Whoa, where'd it, oh my Lanta. Look at my boy go. What the heck? Dude, touchdown, please. There you go. And he keeps going. And he keeps her going. That's incredible. Wow, he is now in their back lines. So yeah, it's, oh, these Frankenstein coming over here are real bad. Oh, yeah, I think it probably is going to be just about Jover for the defenders. We're going to let it run and then, you know, see how it goes and see if we need to revamp this battle for the defenders. But as of right now, it's looking pretty bad for them. So let's go ahead and let it roll. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, these guys are just running through here. Speed run, destroying them, absolutely clobbering them. And with the addition of the siren heads, it's getting even harder to defend even the center bits here. So, yeah, we're definitely going to need a little bit more oomph in the next battle. This area over here, though, is actually holding out pretty nicely. So it's good to see that at the very least. But the rest of the areas are getting destroyed. Absolutely clobbered, my guy. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, why don't we do just like a long speed run here of the destruction, basically, of the medieval army. Let's go. Okay, well, that was a really long time lapse, and not a ton of progress was made by the zombies. Actually, the medieval knights here are kind of holding up. The problem is, archers are going to be all that's left over here pretty soon. We got a pretty small gap of spearmen over this way. But in total, they've gotten like 1.5 million kills, which is pretty solid because the enemy started with 6 milli, and now they're down to 4.49 milli, so that's pretty solid. In the city here, there are still knights holding out, but they're getting ransacked by a whole lot of zombies who are flooding in these gates over this way, flooding in this way too. So, I mean, it's very rough. It is not very Gucci. But at the very least, the zombies are getting stomped somewhat. There's still plenty of catapults around here too, which is pretty cool. And look at this. This gate is completely holding, so that is actually significantly impressive. So I'm just gonna let this run for a while and we can kind of see what happens. 231,000 remaining medieval knights and 4.4 milli remaining monsters. All right, gamers, we back, and it seems like the interior here has been completely destroyed. Now this area is putting up a really good last stand, and actually the medieval units did end up doing pretty well in this time lapse. I think it was mainly like these areas here, they crushed it. And like over here, the body piles really kind of stacked up. Well, part of that's a hill. But then this entrance here has a nice body pile going. I think it was just the archers and the catapults kind of pulled together and managed to do quite a bit here. Now it's just sort of the last stand over this way, where they're definitely getting knocked out pretty good by the army of the dead. But there's only 3 million enemies left, so they killed 3 million, which is pretty impressive considering they had, what, like 750,000? So you know, against most odds, they did pretty decently and are just now kind of getting train rolled here as these zombies and monsters and whatnot come on through. But it is a very cool map, and I think we're gonna have to do some some serious more battles on here because this was baller. By the way, I think the SCPs and the Siren Heads kind of all ended up dying. Oh, well, there's some SCPs right there. Oh, they're so creepy. But I think a lot of them and a lot of Siren Heads did die because, well, there's some more Siren Heads over here. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, lots of Siren Heads died in this area. Oh, a ton of them did. Wow, and some SCPs. So over here, we had some serious damage, and that's probably because a lot of catapults in here, a lot of terrain that's really hard to maneuver, so I think that's kind of why they ended up doing so well over this way. That's pretty awesome. This was a really, really fun battle and a really fun map. I'm glad they brought this back. Honestly, I think they should just remake all of the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 1 maps because pretty much all of them were great. There was a few losers in there, but for the most part, all of them were great. So redoing pretty much all of them would be pretty sick in my book. I would seriously, seriously enjoy that. But yeah, for now, it seems like we're getting trickle-fed more content, which is, hey, that's all right. So let's let this run for a while longer and see the final numbers. Well, gamers, there we have it. 91 medieval soldiers remaining somewhere. My cat is stepping on my keyboard. Oh, okay, I guess it's fine. And honestly, they're probably stuck somewhere, like up top on the ramparts or something along those lines, and just didn't manage to be killed. But still, 2.9 million zombies and monsters still alive. So the medieval units just weren't able to cut it, but they did a great job. I mean, you have to admit, they did do a pretty good job of actually killing quite a number of these guys and whittling them down, but their fortress walls did end up falling. Let me know if in the future you guys want me to try this again with like maybe double the medieval units, but I've already spent 5 hours recording this video, and I really don't want to run it again for another like 10. I got to do some other stuff on my computer today, but it was a pretty fun battle, and I hope you enjoyed. Very cinematic, very fun to watch. So guys, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.